Recently, it was revealed that Harley Quinn would play a significant role in the Gotham Knights. Today, we will share a portion of what the boss's battle against her will entail. Also, Gotham Knights was shown in a villain teaser at Gamescom, where it also revealed that it would release 4 days early, and feature Mr. Freeze, Clayface, and Harley Quinn as bosses. This means the release date has gotten closer than we think. Stay tuned to hear all about it. What is Harley Quinn's boss fight about? A new gameplay clip for Gotham Knights has been released showing off a confrontation between Nightwing and Harley Quinn. The game Gotham Knights is anticipated to be one of the biggest in 2022. Harley is a part of one of the Gotham Knights villain arcs, whose complete quest lines is focused on the antics of a supervillain that runs concurrently with the main plot. After completing her Joker and Suicide Squad phases, the Harley created by Warner Bros. Games Montreal is now pursuing her goal of becoming a master criminal on her own terms. After their final appearance in Batman Arkham Knight, the Bat family is making their long-awaited game comeback. Having said that, it's crucial to remember that this game is set in its own universe after Batman died, and it is very much unrelated to the Arkham series. Because Batman faked his death in Arkham Knight, some fans have hypothesized that the Dark Knight is not genuinely dead in this game. But in Gotham Knights, Batman's worst foes are wreaking havoc, and it's up to his allies to stop them. In the gameplay, Harley Quinn is confronted by Nightwing during a party she has planned. Of course, it's really one big trap for the hero, forcing him to engage in combat with a bunch of Harley's goons. Fans can learn more about the plot and how characters will interact with the game's villains thanks to gameplay, which provides one of the best looks at combat in the Gotham Knights to date. What is the Gotham Knight game's central story about? Gotham City has been produced by WB Games Montreal before, but not in this way. Gotham Knights have given the most recent reincarnation of an iconic game by creating a makeover. The studio explained these changes and described the deeper history that was intended to inform the game's main plot. 5 families in Gotham City's history: the Waynes, Cobblepots, Elliots, Arkhams, and Kanes, left Europe in the 1650s. Each family established a borough and gave the city a particular resource. While the Cobblepots ran their steel mills, the Kanes constructed ships and weaponry. The Waynes brought the city into a new technical age in order to amass their wealth. All of these families have well-known Batman figures associated with them. It could just appear like a backstory, but its purpose was to provide additional context for the Court of Owls, the game's primary antagonistic force. Many locations will have covert entrances that fit with the idea that the Court of Owls would also have them concealed, and they make sense from a gameplay and lore perspective because they'll probably be a quick method to return players to the open world at the end of a mission. Such underground passageways and lairs provide WB Games Montreal with more opportunities to depict various aspects of the city and its illustrious past. The team members in the video claimed that these locations were full of secrets, all of which would remain unsolved until players came across them in the game on October 21st. Which setting is employed in the production of Gotham Knight? Gotham Knights is a unique story that takes place in an open-world version of Gotham City after the deaths of Jim Gordon, the police commissioner, and Batman. Crime is increasing as a result, and notorious DC villains like Mr. Freeze and Penguin are trying to profit from the Bat's absence. The Gotham Knights, however, take up the mantle to carry on Batman's legacy of protecting the city after he leaves a pre-recorded message for them. They do this while trying to figure out who killed the Caped Crusader in the first place and how the mysterious criminal organization known as the Court of Owls is related to the current chaos. With residents going about their daily lives, a variety of criminal organizations and iconic places from the huge Batman universe, movies, television shows, and comic books, including the GCPD, Gotham City is slated to be a dynamic, breathing ecology. Additionally, the Rogue Gallery of Batman will make an appearance. Family is a major motif in Gotham Knights, according to creative director Patrick Redding in an interview with Games Radar. Redding revealed mystery also plays a significant role in Gotham Knights in the same Games Radar interview. The Knight's objective, which sounds like it may involve many twists and turns, is to figure out what precisely is going on in Gotham, who killed Batman, and how the Court of Owls is related to it all. When will Gotham Knights be released? Coming from WB Games Montreal, the studio behind Batman Arkham Origins, Gotham Knights sets Batman aside and allows you to play as 4 other heroes in his universe. Batgirl, played by Barbara Gordon, Robin, played by Tim Drake, Nightwing by Dick Grayson, and Red Hood, played by Jason Todd. On October 21st, 2022, Gotham Knights will be made available for PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and PC. Gotham Knights were formally unveiled on August 22nd, 2020 at DC Fandom. Originally scheduled for release in 2021, Warner Bros. Announced in March 2021 that the game would now not be released until 2022. Later, October 25th, was announced as the day of release. However, that was announced at Gamescom 2022. It was revealed that Gotham Knights' release date had been pushed back by 4 days to October 21st. During Gamescom opening night live, the new DC game will be available to us sooner than we anticipated, which is a welcome break from the frequent delays that have dogged 2022. Unfortunately, the superhero beat-em-up will not be playable on PS4 or Xbox One. Gotham Knights would be available on PS4 and Xbox One. Warner Bros. Claimed that the game was first revealed back in 2020. However, in May, it abandoned that promise. The game won't be released for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One consoles in order to provide gamers the finest gameplay experience possible, according to the developers, who also state this is the FAQ part of the official Gotham Knights website. Is Gotham Knights in the Arkhamverse or a sequel to Arkham Knight? After the completion of the Arkham series in 2016, the single-player or co-op game was released. Therefore, it makes sense that many would wonder if the series fits within the Rocksteady universe or if any of the events from the series are referenced in it. You can play Batgirl, Nightwing, Robin, and Red Hood in the game as they attempt to defend Gotham. Both Gotham Knights and Arkham Knight are not continuations of each other's stories. They are not brought over from Rocksteady's games because Batman, Batgirl, the Penguin, and many other characters have different likenesses in the Arkhamverse. The game is an original story and experience set in DC's Batman universe, according to WB Montreal, who also said as much on numerous occasions. It has nothing to do with the Batman Arkham video games. The upcoming Rocksteady video game Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, on the other hand, is based on the Arkhamverse and will continue the story from that series. Before Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is released in 2023, you can check out everything you need to know about the game in our guide. Gotham Knights has a lot going on for it despite not being a sequel to Arkham Knight or taking place in the Arkhamverse. How is Batgirl able to walk again in Gotham Knights? Gotham Knights' biography of Batgirl has been changed by Warner Bros. Montreal in response to criticism of the game's explanation for how she recovered from paralysis. Batgirl, along with Nightwing, Robin, and Red Hood, Barbara Gordon is one of the 4 playable characters in the Gotham Knights plot, which has the Bat family defending Gotham following Bruce Wayne's demise. The Joker famously shoots Barbara in the spine in the 1988 comic book novel The Killing Joke, crippling her and confining her to a wheelchair for several years. As she served as Oracle, providing Batman with technical and informational support, Barbara regains her mobility in DC's 2011 New 52 comic reboot thanks to an experimental procedure and subsequent physical therapy/training. Warner Bros. Montreal is also working with disability charity organization Able Gamers to learn about different types of spinal injuries and the potential for someone to regain mobility. To that end, the team says players will see Barbara doing rehab exercises in the Belfry hideout and her batsuit in civilian clothing, including back bracing. Gotham Knights launched on October 25th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. According to Eurogamer, Gotham Knights' original website biography for Batgirl vaguely references these events. It doesn't mention the Joker or a specific culprit, but the offending bit was the implication that Barbara overcame her disability just by training hard. Some fans criticized Warner Bros. Montreal for misusing this kind of heroic training trope, feeling it undermined her disability. That's it, folks. You've made it to the end of the video. As regards keeping up to date with our news, kindly drop a like and subscribe. Oh, and turn on post notifications. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you in the next video.